Now, before you reach 30 years, there's some things you may not even think of. But when you reach 30 and above, let's say 31 years, that's when your eyes open and you notice there are critical investments you should make. I'm going to tell you some of the most important investments you should make, or you should start thinking of making from the age of 31. At this age, as a man, you have become mature enough and you have started making decisions that make sense. One of the investments you should make at that one is owning a home. This one is the best and the most important for you. Once you have a home, even if you lose that income, especially here in Africa, you'll comfortably retire to a home and the expenses will be not much. And you settle your family. Even if you're broke, your home will give you some comfort and consolation. If you don't have a home, there's some age, especially 35 and above. If you don't have a home and you visit your friends, your former colleagues, your former schoolmates, and find that they are living in comfortable homes, you will start regretting your decisions you made in life, and you start developing what we call midlife crisis, where you want to do this and that, where you think you have been left behind, and you become confused. The second investment is to learn a certain skill. There are people who work in environments like banks where their work is just to count money. That is not a skill. You have to learn something so that even if you become old, you can use that skill to make money. Even public speaking, even what we are doing here on YouTube, this is a skill where you can face the camera, talk, and make money. You have seen old people aged even 90 years, 89 years, creating content on YouTube and making money out of it. So they don't have to bother their children to send them money. They're comfortable and they kill boredom through content creation. You can go and do short courses like plumbing, building and construction, landscaping, welding and fabrication, DJing, and many others. Even tailoring is a skill, a good skill. So such skills, even artificial intelligence, such skills will help you if you are fired or in case your income reduces or you become physically incapacitated. You can just turn on your camera and make money. Another investment is your health. You know, in your 20s, you have spotted people taking alcohol, weed, and doing things that affect their health. But when you reach 30, let's say 35 and above, your body starts asking you questions. And the things that you did when you were in your 20s start catching up. The injuries you got, that is when you start noticing that they affected you. The alcohol you have been taking consistently, will start affecting your organs like kidney. So in your 30s, that is when you start making decisions on how to quit those habits, like even masturbation, even gambling. You start quitting them, and even you become sensitive about your weight. You become physically fit, start exercising. That is the greatest investment, because if you are not physically fit, you will not perform your duties well. And as you age, you become less active. So that is one of the best investments. Also, another one is passive income. You have to know ways in which you can generate passive income. Identify various investment options available. We have special fund, money market fund, you have a SACCO, fixed deposit account, or you generate money online. Have something, even if it's small amount, so that you can generate money from there. Because your active income, for example, you are making money from your employment. When you turn 35 or 40, you are now aging, and most companies start firing those people are aging, because your salaries are enormous and huge, and you're becoming less active compared to this young generation. So most companies prefer people who are aged 20 and 35. So that's why that one is the best age to start preparing for passive income that will help you in case you are fired. You can pay bills through that passive income, and it will help you during your retirement. So if you join a SACCO today and save, for example, 3,000 every month, after 10 years, your account will be having more than even 1 million shillings if you accumulate that money plus the interest you're going to earn. If you buy shares, the same case. So you have created passive income. So that is a good investment you can make from the age of 31. Another good investment is land. Just identify some good or fertile land you can invest in. Buy, which one day you start farming. There is an age you reach, for example, 50 years, where you'll prefer farming than being employed by someone. And land is natural resource, something that will help you in future to generate food and to sell some and get an income. We have also real estate investment. Today, if you invest in an apartment, you build one. This apartment might take you in 12 years to return the capital. And from there, you are going to earn profits. If you are 31 years, by the age of 45, you are earning profits. You don't even need that job you are employed to do. So that is best investment. And finally, invest in good friends. When you reach that one, you discover there are friends. Their work was to cheer you as you make mistakes. Their work is to tell you, take these 2 bottles of beer or weed. Their work was to take you to bad places. So it's time to change and look for good friends whom you share ideas with, and change even the location you are. If you are that one and you live in a slum, then it's time you to start thinking why. No, the friends you have might be contributing. So that's the time you should change. And once you change, you realize the new friends you have acquired, the new connections you have acquired will help you have a better life in future. So those are some of the best investments you can make and become a better person as you grow old and you plan your future.